was thinking, how can I give my amazing viewers a Chanukah gift? And I thought of a way to give you two. Number one, I'm back in Chavroni Kodesh on Chanukah for you. And number two, I will share with you a gift that you can utilize every day, all year round of your life. It's an amazing gift, and no matter where you are in the world, and you're all over the world, you will enjoy it and appreciate it, I hope. Paraklam test last week in Parshas Vayeshev, the pasuk tells us, "Vayihi Hashem es Yosef, vayihi ish matzliach." Yosef was exceedingly successful, and the next pasuk tells us, "Vayar Adonov ki Hashem itoi." Potiphar saw that Yosef had Hashem with him. Rashi tells us, Shem Shamayim Shoga B'fiv. Yosef constantly had the name of Hashem on his lips. Baruch Hashem, thank you Hashem, I appreciate Hashem. Everything was Be'ezras Hashem. And then we're taught in the very next pasuk, V'yimsa Yosef Chen Be'enov. As a result of the name of Hashem constantly being on Yosef's lips, Yosef had Chen. He found favor in the eyes of his Egyptian master, Potiphar. And this recipe continues to be Yosef's secret sauce for success, even under the most difficult of circumstances. And then he's falsely accused and thrown in prison. And the pasuk tells us in Parak Lamed Test, again last week, pasuk Chav Gimel, Ein Sar Beis Sasar Ra'es Kol Me'uma B'Yadoi Ba'asher Hashem Itoi. Still, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is there with Yosef HaTzadik. But then something terrible happens. Perhaps it happens from the very difficult trials and tribulations that Yosef was experiencing in the prison. And it ultimately, maybe the prison penetrates Yosef. And he asks the Sar Hamashkim, after he interprets his dreams, and he takes his trust, Yosef, and instead of it being Baruch Hashem, Emirtza Hashem, Habayteach Ba'Hashem, he tells the Sar Hamashkim, V'his kartani el paroi. Pasuk Yadawa tells us, Ki im zachartani yitcho kasher yitav l'cho ba'asisa no imadi chesed. Yosef is asking the Sar Hamashkim for chesed. V'his kartani al paroi. And he thinks that's his ticket to freedom. He makes a grave mistake that he pays dearly for, spending an additional several years in prison because he took his faith and gave it to that Sar Hamashkim rather than trusting only in the Rabbeinu Shalom. And that leads to the last pasuk in last week's parasha, V'lo Zachar Sar Hamashkim es Yosef vayishkacheyu. And Rashi tells us on the word vayishkacheyu, mipnei shetalaba Yosef lezichro huskap liyos osor od shtei shanim. I want to suggest to you though that vayishkacheyu is there to tell us something phenomenal. It's there to tell us that not that the Sar Hamashkim forgot Yosef, because we could have understood that from V'lo Zachar Sar Hamashkim es Yosef. Vayishkacheyu is there to tell us that Yosef forgot HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rahman al-Itzlan. That's my suggestion to you. Yosef forgets HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore, he lost his great favor and tremendous hatzlacha in everything that he did because he forgot HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I would like to suggest to you that the most important thing that I could give to you as a Chanukah gift is that in all times, in all places, in all situations, we understand that Hashem is controlling everything, every facet, every aspect of our lives. And if we understand that, perhaps that is the solution to us for all our problems, that no matter what we may be going through, trials and tribulations with our children, with our wife, with our parnasa, with health, we have to understand, Vayishkacheyu, we cannot forget HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is front and center in every facet of our lives. This week, what happens in Miketz is unbelievable. Vayan Yosef is Paro Lemar. Paro asks Yosef, interpret my dreams. And Yosef says, me? I can't interpret the dreams. Biladi, it's not for me to do it. Elikim Yaneh Shalom Paro. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu can interpret the dreams for Paro. And then, after that change, that 180-degree change, the next thing that happens is, Vayomer Paro Avadav Hanimsa Kazeh Ish Asher Ruach HaElokim Boi. The Ruach HaElokim returns to Yosef. Yosef is going to interpret the dreams of Paro and to be elevated to the pinnacle of Egypt, the viceroy of all Mitzrayim. And then Paro tells his servants, Vayomer Paro Yosef Achrei Hodia HaElokim Oischa Es Kol Zois Ein Novoin V'Chacham Kamoicha. I believe that to Umos HaOlam, the nations of the world, they also recognize this. When we believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when we take our faith and our trust and we say everything that we have is only from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then we are beautiful and we have chen in everybody's eyes. May it be the will of Rebbeinu Shalom that we're all zoichet to find chen in the eyes of our friends, our neighbors, our families, our spouses, our business compatriots, and the Ummos HaOlam. Have a freilichen Chanukah. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos.